I respect everybody until they earn my disrespect. It seems like Sharia law is getting a pretty good foothold in the United States. And that, my friends, is because we have a Muslim in the White House who's pretending that he's Christian. And I'd like to remind you all that Sharia law not only allows, but it rewards deception. To know one's enemy, you really must read the Quran. This is a filthy tome. It's really nothing more than a perverted version of the Bible. They took the Bible and they perverted it. They changed it to make a white man, or, well, camel fornicators, because we're white men and we don't believe that crap. But it lets all camel fornicators off on any atrocity that they feel they want to, portray on other people. As long as you invoke Allah, any ignorant, nasty atrocity that you want to commit will not only be forgiven, but Allah will reward. This is sick. This is a sickness. This is a cult. It's not a religion. It's a cult masquerading as a religion. Now, I'd like to explain to people why Sharia law can never, ever occupy the same space as the Constitution. I was brought up to believe that my constitutional rights end where yours begin, or anybody else's. So that means Sharia law could never survive in America if the Constitution is intact. So if you people were to look at Obunghole, the illegal alien Muslim dog residing in our White House, who has usurped our system and has been inserted, as promised, by the Muslim Brotherhood long ago, to take America down from within. Now, Sharia law, as I said, not only allows, but rewards atrocities. It rewards you punishing others, other human beings, to sacrifice other human beings, to murder, to maim other human beings, and rewarded for it. So, I believe very deeply that this is why we find the illegal alien Muslim dog in our White House has now started a war on Christianity. Anybody in the army caught espousing God or the Christian religion is threatened with court-martial. Court-martial. You threaten the people who put themselves on the front line to defend and uphold the Constitution, and these are the first people that you're going to try and take their rights away? That's kind of ill, isn't it? Kind of sick in the head. Well, let's take a look back at all that old bunghole has done. Ever since day one, he has attacked Christianity. He has Christian symbols covered up on a stage he's going to be on, because God forbid we wouldn't want him to have any kind of Christian symbols in the background of a Muslim dog. Now, would we? Now, as I said, the Constitution would never allow a religion such as Sharia law. And this would be the explanation. As I said, my constitutional rights end where yours begin. Your constitutional rights end where mine begin. So, if you take the Quran and the Muslim faith and you sidle it up with the Constitution, they can never, ever marry. They can never coincide with each other. Why? Well, The Quran allows beating one's wife. Well, that's an infringement on her constitutional rights. The Quran allows for you to marry prepubescent children. 40 and 50-year-old disgusting perverts want to marry children. And if you're in debt to somebody, you can give them your child in exchange for that debt. Well, all of these things run right against the Constitution. So how can you people say that you have a constitutional right to express and practice your religion? Well, it's because your religion is based on hate. If anybody around a Muslim practices any other religion besides Muslim, you're going to be killed. The Muslim has a duty to wipe out all infidels. All. That should make you people scared. That should make you people think that there is a religion that the Constitution would never allow. And it's the one that runs directly against the Constitution. But O'Bunghole, he thinks it's a cute idea to suspend anybody who's in the armed services from their constitutional right to pray to whatever God they feel is right. This is directly against our Constitution. This mandate that O'Bunghole is putting forth, that we are going to persecute now Christians over Muslims. Yes, this Muslim dog in our White House wants to instill and enact Sharia law in the United States. Sharia law cannot exist in the same space as the Constitution. It's impossible. I hope that America is watching and realizing this. And I hope that America is starting to see. And if you don't, please, please look into this for yourself. Look at the actions that this illegal alien Muslim dog in our White House has been doing since day one. He eliminates God from prayer. He eliminates the mention of God in almost everything he does now. Look at this, people, because this is going to, it's going to be a really big, bloody, nasty fight if this is allowed to continue. To persecute the people who protect us. And that's what it is, it's persecution. How can you pick the Christian faith out and then say that it's subversive? It is the Christian faith that founded this country. It is the Christian faith that brought about the Constitution. There was not a single camel fornicating towel head when the Constitution was being penned. Not one. So they had no input. Or we wouldn't have a Constitution, would we? Think about it. America, this is happening. And I think we need to get on top of this. And now, Sharia law can never be allowed, ever, in the United States. Freedom of religion is guaranteed in the Constitution. But I'm pretty sure that our founding fathers could recognize a religion that goes directly against everybody's constitutional rights. A constitutional right that ends where your neighbor's begins. Maybe we ought to start writing to good old bunghole. Maybe we should start writing and calling our congressmen and our senators and telling them that this is absolutely unacceptable. And not only that, this is about the 15th or 16th incident of unconstitutional acts that this Muslim dog has brought down on us. This needs to end. We need to impeach this illegal alien Muslim fraud. And he's a complete and total fraud. And he's a Muslim, a devout Muslim. Please, people, look into where this Muslim went to school. Please, people, look into what religion his whole life has been surrounded by. Muslim. He's a Muslim dog who's not looking out for you whatsoever. First thing out of this fucking piece of shit's mouth after the people got blown up in Boston was let's not rush to judgment. He would have been happy, ecstatic, if it was a right-wing white guy who was the Boston bomber. Just as CNN was all a tizzy. They were hoping it was a white guy? Real nice. These are the people that are bringing you the news, huh? Try propaganda. CNN is a CIA front to put news in front of you. It's not news. It's propaganda. Propaganda to make you think a certain way. Propaganda to mold you. And that's all it is. Sharia law can never, ever occupy the same space that is protected by the Constitution. Now maybe you know why this Muslim dog is attacking your Second Amendment right, because once the Second Amendment is gone, the rest cannot stand. It is the Second Amendment, and you and I, that keep the rest of that Constitution intact. We need to keep up that fight, ladies and gentlemen. This is America we're talking about. This isn't Afghanistan, this isn't Iran, this isn't Iraq, this isn't some, stone-filled sand pile somewhere. This is America. I don't care what they do in the caves over in Afghanistan. They can fornicate their cow all they want over there. I don't care. That doesn't bother me. What does bother me is when some scumbag comes over here and says that the 9-year-old girl that got raped needs to be beaten because she didn't fight hard enough. And oh yeah, Sharia law says if you get raped, the only way you could substantiate that is if 4 grown men testify in your behalf. That alone is disgusting. Yeah, it's a filthy pig religion. Or, I'm sorry, it's a cult masquerading as a religion. I think we need to put a stop to this, America. It cannot be allowed here. It's unconstitutional. Make some calls, ladies and gentlemen. It is up to us. We are America. Good luck. God bless. Keep your eyes open. We're counting on you.